Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Hello Gemini, thanks for joining me for the monthly tarot scope for March of 2016. I'll be first doing the tarot spread with the Henson Roberts Tarot deck, which is probably the last month I'll be using this deck, because my deck is almost done, my tarot that I'm working on. Then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are my own creation. Speaking of my own creations, I also have a very easy to understand tarot book available on Amazon, Tarot in the Modern World, or you can find it by underneath the video, where there's also links to everything. And also I have the info section up here, which takes you to the order page of a lot of stuff I do. If you like what you see, be sure to like, share, and subscribe down here. Alright, let's take a look for Gemini of whatever. I don't need to say it. Oh, look at this. Okay, let's a couple more cards for Gemini for March of 2016. One more. Okay. Well, another thing I'm telling everybody is this is a big month with the planets. We've got 2 eclipses, a new moon eclipse on the 8th, new beginnings, a full moon eclipse on the 23rd, releasing, or things may be eclipsed out of your life, and we're moving into the change of the season, which in the Northern Hemisphere, of course, is spring, and Southern Hemisphere is fall, and that is the ingress, or the equinox of the spring equinox here, and it's on the 20th. So a lot of activity this month with the planets, and a lot of shakeups and changes for people. That's just what it's going to be like. It's just going to be like that. Well, you know, what's cool is you definitely have some love stuff happening, boy. The first card out was the soulmate card. You have the soulmate, then you have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. By the way, if you've never seen my videos, I said Knight of Cups, but that does not mean that this is for sure a man. It could be, in these readings, these knights and queens and kings and everybody, they could be either or. And another thing I'm saying, you know, with the tarot cards, it's not really astrologically specific to your wheel or anything. So I think many of you could benefit from looking at your rising sign and moon sign, because maybe your message is not in this reading. Hopefully it is for enough of you. Let's take a look. Love is in the air. That's what I just wanted to say for you guys, big time. 2 of Cups is the soulmate card. Page of Cups is I use that as like spirit communication, but when it shows next to this 2 of Cups, often this is like somebody that you're just vibing with, you know. You just you can speak, like Robert Plant said, speak to me only with your eyes. You know, I love that line. So it's like that. It's like this you're just in touch with them on a spirit or a soul level when it's next to the soulmate. Some of you, often I'll use this card too, of the spirit of a child who is not embodied yet and was a soulmate or is a soulmate. So maybe it could be some child that's passed over, hopefully not for anybody, or it could have been anybody, maybe somebody you knew in childhood. But more of what I'm going with this is sometimes it's like, you know, somebody might be turning up pregnant, and this is the spirit of the child that's not in the body yet, still in spirit time, and they're kind of hanging around. And that's that 2 of Cups. You know, the Knight of Cups is here. This is probably a person, male or female, in these general readings. Could be water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But, you know, right in a row with this love stuff, this is love. The Knight of Cups is, the cups are the love cards. And the Knight of Cups, he's got his loving cup. That's what that is. He's extending his loving cup to you. And, you know, I just heard, let's make a baby. So somebody's making a baby out there, you know. So there's this, you know, this air of romance. You know, this Nine of Swords is here. And we can't just throw, you know, We'll not look at it. Nine of Swords is a card of being in hurt and sorrow and upset, crying, tears, those kind of things. I feel like for a lot of you, like, because look at how she's got her back turned to this, and he's like coming forward with his cup, like, come on, you know, he's trying to bring her out of her shell or cheer her up. So it could be for some of you who've been hurt and maybe are not wanting a relationship. Maybe this is finally going to be the one who comes through and cracks your shell or whatever. Secondly, maybe this person has been through some stuff. Maybe this is your partner or somebody new that you met and they're going through something. And maybe you kind of got to be there for them. Or if this is somebody new that you meet, don't discount them if they're, you know, coming out of a rough time. Don't just say, oh, well, he's a mess. Next, you know, move on real quick. It might be worth your while to invest in this because he's in the upright position. If this is him, he's not going to stay like that, okay? Let's move on to this next row. More people, including the Queen of Rods, who again could be fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This time of year, as I said earlier, we are moving into fire. We are moving into the sign of Aries, which is fire. And it's kind of a big deal. So again, that date of 3/20 might be significant for some of you guys, you know. Next to the High Priestess. So again, with this intuitive stuff, you know, there's this, these two are very much the same. Well, maybe your intuition is going to be pretty on this month, Leo. What am I talking about, Leo? Gemini, I know who I'm reading for. But what I was going to bring up, oh, the cat just joined us. See his tail? Hello, everybody. I think the dog's here too. Okay, everybody's here. I'm going to get back to the reading. Let me finish the reading, buddies. Okay, lay down. Let's see. I'm talking about, I said Leo. Sometimes when I just blurt stuff out, maybe this person is a Leo. But it really could be fire signs, any of the fire, Leo, Aries, Sag. Again, with this intuitive communication, that's very much what the High Priestess is about. So I feel in this that the soul here. This is what stands out to me here in these cards. I'm going to start doing this for if it happens, and it's happening in these readings. The cards that I'm drawn to the most is right here. This soulmate thing and this communication, this spirit communication thing. So, and that this is very similar. The High Priestess is my intuition, my inner guidance. It's the psychic. It's the spiritualist. It doesn't mean necessarily a psychic, quote unquote. It's your own inner knowledge. That's the divine feminine energy. You're going to have that with these people. There's going to be a lot of that going on, finishing each other's sentences, those kind of things. So there's an influx of some positive people around you that you really click with or you really vibe with. You know, for some of you, if there is somebody who's passed on, I keep wanting to go back to that because I think this could be a relevant message for some of you. If you're having dreams about them or you're seeing little signs and symbols, that's them. They're really trying to, you know, they're trying to come to you. Okay, so there is some cards in reverse. You know, this Page of Rods is in reverse. That's all. I always say all the young dudes carry the news. The pages are the young dudes. Okay, so they always are bringing messages. They're the messengers, right? In reverse, the message either is delayed, isn't coming at all, or isn't what you want to hear. And I think for a lot of you, this could be isn't what you want to hear. You know, because there is something going on down here. Just as you have these two really positive people, there's somebody down here who's not so positive. And it does seem like there could be this financial thing that doesn't kind of work out. But I'll tell you what, that's okay. Because the Two of Rods is down here. So Two of Rods says, I might have said this to you guys last time, but I'm getting this again. Man, I really dodged a bullet. Because he's like, good thing I didn't get involved in that mess. Because this thing's going down in flames, whatever it is, you know. So even though you might think you really want this thing, or you really want to work with this guy or girl here, or you really want, and they might be throwing out all this stuff about, oh, this money I got. I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit. I think they're living on a wing and a prayer. Like maybe at one time they were some big hot shot or something was going on, but I think that that's not true anymore. I'm feeling like that's what I'm feeling about here. He's putting up the he or she is putting up the illusion of, oh yeah, I'm the all-powerful Oz, and then you just pull, and you're worried about that getting away from you. Oh no, what if that gets, when there's so much money involved? He doesn't have Shinola, all right? I'm telling you, it's a lot of talk. Or he's borrowing on his old because I think at one time maybe he did run a big company or have a lot of clout or power, but I think he's failing and he's grasping at straws, and I think you don't want to be, even though you think this might fall through, that might be what's eclipsed out of your life. You dodged a bullet and you're free and your path is open to do something really, really great right now. And the other thing about this, with this vibrational energy surrounding these are people I feel like you can really trust. They're in the upright positions, that says that too, but I think if you pay attention, there's always something, like, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. I was telling somebody else in these readings that if it seems too good to be true, maybe it is really true. But in your case, no. The old saying holds true here. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. And I think that this guy's a bullshitter. I'm just going to say it. You know, it's just a bullshitter. Trust your inner guidance. He needs you more than you need him. That's another big message here. Even though it seems like the other way around, he's going down. This is going down, whatever this is. Or maybe it's just a job you want to get with this big company, and then you find out they file bankruptcy or they close. And it's just like, shoo. Good thing. I feel like you'll find out in 2. You'll find out in 2 weeks or 2 months tops. You're going to find out pretty quick. It's just like, oh wow, I'm so glad I'm in with this group, and we have such a good vibe, and we have such a good rapport, and everything's really clicking along, and we're so on track with each other, and we're so on the same page. So eclipses are a time of changing up, and the changes of the season are changing up. So there's changes coming for you guys. Let's get over here and do your animal totem for the month. Don't forget, if you want to order this deck, I think I have it below, but I definitely have it in the info section. The book is below. Facebook's below. Subscribe's over here. Okay? What's going on for Gemini animal totem? The crow or raven. This is my totem. This is my personal totem. Take a look at it. See what you think. See what stands out to you. Don't overthink it. Just let it flow. What stands out to you. Here's what I wrote. Magic, myth, legends, and lore. The raven is calling you to awaken to the mystery and enchantment. It is time to shape-shift your life into what you want it to be. Well, myth. I saw that myth. That just flew off the page at me. Or off the card. Because this is a myth. This is definitely a myth. This is pie in the sky. This is not reality. Reality is over here. Go for the people that make you feel good, not that make you worry or you have to be on eggshells around or any of that kind of stuff. Go with the people that make you feel good and trust that unspoken magical thing, which is also mentioned in here. And then time to shape-shift your life into what you want it to be, for sure. The ravens are shapeshifters. They're magical. You know, they're magical creatures, and there's much myth and lore about this raven. If you want to look into it more, definitely do. I love to hear about those confirmations on those animal totems too. I keep forgetting to mention that, but I really like to hear that stuff. Okay, Gemini, some big changes afoot this month, but you can weather the storm and you're going to land in a better place. That's really what this is looking like for you guys. So thank you all for everything you do to support the channel, including liking, sharing, commenting, and donating. No amount is too big or too small. I appreciate it all, and I'm very grateful. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a beautiful March, and I'll talk to you soon.